it's going to slowly wither away to where I think going to... Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we are talking about don't have kids if, and yes, I will be giving you 5 reasons not to have kids. Yeah, that sounds kind of weird coming from someone who has kids, loves their kids, but these are just facts, okay? It's nothing personal. They're just a bunch of facts, and other mothers and fathers and parents will agree with these 5 facts. Don't have kids if you want to travel the world. And I mean, yes, you can pack your kids and go traveling. Of course, you buy the tickets, put them in the airplane. Great, you go to the hotel, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, it's not going to be smooth like that. Okay. But it's basically whatever the amount of work you have at home, it's 100 times more on a trip because you're bringing everything with you, or you're preparing the food there. And I mean, with our first, we tried to travel probably 4 times before he was 1 year old because we were big on traveling. So we tried to keep that up. So what ends up happening is their naps are messed up, then they don't go to bed on time, they're not familiar with the environment, they might get scared, cry and throw up. In our case, throw up all over the hotel, throw up in the crib, throw up in the cot. Yes, we had a lot of cleaning to do. I'm empathizing with my son that, it's an unfamiliar environment, the food was different, so a bunch of things. So traveling becomes very difficult, but yes, I know a lot of people do it and they succeed. Don't have kids if you like sleeping in, because you'll never sleep in. You will not sleep in until they're that teenager stage where they're sleeping until like noon or 1. But by then, your clock will change to thinking that 7 a.m. is a great time to wake up. Isn't that just sick? It's sick that you have transformed your sleeping in time to like 9 a.m. Okay, because right now I could probably still sleep in till 11 a.m. or even or noon. I still have like a teenager clock, okay? I'd love to go to bed at 1 in the morning. I'd love to get up at 1 in the afternoon. I still have that youthful teen clock in me. But guess what? It's gonna slowly wither away to where I think going to bed at 10 p.m. and getting up at 7 a.m., which makes me throw up in my mouth. By the time my kids want to sleep in, I'll be like an old withered flower that doesn't want to sleep in, because I think getting up at 7 is great to get jobs done. I'll be like an eager beaver, you know what I mean? I'm transforming into that person, I'm transforming into her slowly. So when they hit grade 10, 11, I won't want to sleep in when I probably could, because they'll be sleeping in. That's right. That's a sick, twisted cycle, people. Just twisted and sick in every single way. Don't have kids if you like going to restaurants. And I mean, of course, over a certain age, like 3 or and up is fine. But I mean, when we used to take our first to restaurants, there was food everywhere. I mean, when we'd walk in, the waiter and waitresses would kind of like look this way. I swear they went in the back to try and trade our table for someone else's. And I bet that someone said, I'll give you $100 if you take that table. That crazy kid is there. The crazy mom and dad are there. There's food everywhere. They hated us at restaurants. They truly hated us because he'd be throwing food everywhere. And it was just, I mean, we weren't going to like romantic Italian dinner with candlelights. These were family restaurants, and we were still not liked. It was crazy. By the time I packed the food and I got out the door and everything was fine, it was time for his nap. He was tired, so he was restless and he was throwing everything around. So you know what? It's like my son was great. It was kind of our planning, and so it's just we brought food in. We picked it up and we ate it at home, and it was nice that way. And I mean, now that my first is about 3.5, oh, he's amazing at restaurants. But taking like a really young, like a 1 year old, or 8 months, or depends on your baby's temperament. I mean, I might hear moms do it all the time because it's great. It depends on temperament. My first. Don't have kids if you love spending time with your partner, because you know what? You won't. You'll be like on different planes, different kind of paths, right? You're at home, maybe nursing baby, putting them to sleep. He's picking up groceries, or he's running an errand. You might be doing this at home, that type of thing. So your lives kind of divide a little bit, but they do come back together. Don't worry, they do come back together. And I mean, sometimes my husband and I joke that it's too bad we didn't have an unhappy marriage, because then we wouldn't miss time with each other. It would be like, oh great, now I don't have to see him, But because we like each other, so it's kind of like, oh geez, I want to talk to you, but I can't. So we're always like geez, I wish we didn't like each other, because this would be so much easier not seeing each other or talking to each other because we're busy doing parent things, right? It's just a joke we have, but it does put a little bit of a challenge on finding time for you as a couple. But again, when the baby starts sleeping the night, you can go on date nights, right? And that's pretty quick if you start sleep training. And the last one is, don't have kids if you like having friends who have a social life. Because like I said in my previous videos, when you become a mom, people think you've left the face of the planet. And you probably have, because you're doing mother stuff, right? Important, amazing, fun mother stuff. But can't you say, friends, hold up, I'll be there just around the corner. Give me a few months, I'm getting the hang of things. But no, they don't give you time to get the hang of things. They don't give you time. They don't give you a little bit of, hey, let's give her a few months, we'll catch her later on. They're kind of like, we'll catch you never. You left them for a week, they forget about you. Having kids is really amazing, and I love it so much. And these are just fun 5 little points of why or how kids change your life in different ways. And of course, it's not forever, it's just temporary. But I thought it was kind of fun to go over the 5 points that have changed a bit of my life and for me, and I know it's different for everyone, and maybe these 5 points don't apply to you, and maybe you've gone traveling around the world 365 days of the year and it's great and there's no stress, and maybe you go out for dinner every day and your kid just sits there happily eating his own food at 1 year old. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you like it, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe. Have a wonderful night. Bye.